Love to spend a little bit more time on brushes a little later down the road, but for now, there is a toolbar called a paintbrush. Just looks like a paintbrush there. It could be hidden under another tool. There's a blob brush tool. We're just going to look at this paintbrush tool, and I'm going to pick a brown color. So I have a brown color just to start drawing like maybe a tree. So, and then I can draw and kind of start working towards the tree that I'm drawing. And just hand drawing instead of using shapes. Some more detail about brushes. I have a panel here. So to get this panel open, you go to Window, Brushes. Mine has a check mark because it's already open right here. And I can, the brush by default I'm using is this one that's outlined here. It's 5-point round. But I can double click on this and I can start working on another type of brush. Now this one's going to edit what I have on the screen, and that's okay. I just want to experiment with what it is. So the size is the thickness of the line. So it's showing you a preview because I have this check mark by preview, but I might not want the preview. I like the preview. So you can change the size of the brush, make it a little bit thicker. I can change how round it is. This gives me that calligraphy type of look. So you can see it's a little bit more slanted. It looks like I'm writing in calligraphy if I'm trying to write a word. I can also change the angle of the brush depending on how much calligraphy you want or what angle that you want it to do. So you can change the way the brush looks. I'm going to cancel out of here. I like my basic brush that you get when you have one here. That's a little bit about using brushes. So it's based off the color of the stroke. Anytime I want to use my brush, I want to change the color of it, and then I can change my line. If I want to change the style, I just clicked on another brush style here. That one's a thicker one. Or if I want to change it and adapt it, I don't want it to be so round. I can, okay, so I have this line that I just drew, and I'm going to make this more oval again. I hit OK. So it's asking me, do I want to leave the stroke that I have unaffected? Or do I want to apply this to this current stroke? And I'm going to leave the strokes unaffected so that line's back to normal. But my new brush, I might want to have that roundness. And now I want to apply it to my new brush. So you have to be careful what lines you are applying it to. But that's a little bit of basics on how to use brushes. We're going to use some of those brush features like these brushes that you see. I'll show you these in another tutorial. But just for the basics of brushes, we just took a look at a standard brush and using this brush tool. It's based off a short stroke color.